Welcome to Shorty Super Coach, and welcome to what is a bit of a new venture for the channel, Shorty's Same Game Multi. Now, I've been doing Super Coach for ages, and as you know, my heart hasn't been fully in it this year. You know, so many changes, footy's so different. It's tough to, really get right into it because we've had so many changes on the run and breaks in the season, and it's just all different. But me and my mate Watto, we've been getting right into the Same Game Multi. And another mate, Bondi, has also jumped on board of late. Now, we're not getting carried away. We're not betting too much, so just settle down. I'm not trying to encourage people to become absolute gambling addicts, but it's a bit of fun. Now, I like watching the game. You might not have a stack of interest in the sides, but you can just have a little fun same game multi. And I thought it might be something interesting for the Shorty community to come along. So I'm going to launch this. I'm just going to get the laptop up and I'm going to focus on the Hawthorn Melbourne game today. I like to sort of just, do the games that I normally watch. I mean, you should never gamble if you're not watching it or if you're on your own, I reckon. You should always be watching it with mates and coming along for the ride, because there's been bets that I've lost, but you're barracking super hard for Jared Lyons to get 2 touches in the last 2 minutes to knock off your multi, So it doesn't have to always be about the winning. We like to, but I'll walk you through how I go about it, and I'll put in a couple of my recent ones. Friday night, we got both bets up. Not too much luck with Richmond, North Melbourne. So yeah, I'm going to have Watto on the channel. Basically, my bet strategy is I go 2 bets with, having done the multis for a little bit, the temptation early is to just build that leg up, build them up, get it up over $10 and go, yeah, that can all happen. And individually, yeah, they can all happen, but you almost always get like 6 out of 8 legs or 7 out of 9 legs. You've done well, but it's so hard to string that many. So instead of me putting, $4 on like a $13 multi, I've changed it to lowering the odds and upping the stake. And I basically put down about 20 to $25 per game. And I'll probably, depending on the interest in this and how much or how often I sort of catch up with Watto for the game, might do the Thursday night, Friday night, maybe a Saturday night, and maybe a Sunday game. But, if we're going average, we're going to call it quits, I'd imagine, and use a couple of bonus bets when we can. But my strategy is I put 2 bets worth, the stake of $10, and I try to find a multi with 4 to 6 legs and have it somewhere between $2.50 and $4, normally around the 3. And that way, if only one gets up, you're still up. If both get up, that's great. If they both lose, then that's a pity. But so far, basically, we've been going pretty reasonable for getting at least one. And I'm pure disposals. Always the disposals market. I hate barracking for the points overs. I hate barracking for a side. It gives me anxiety, bloody trying to get an anytime goal scorer. So I just like to come along for the ride. I like to be interested in the whole game. I feel as if it gets awkward when you're hoping this bloke gets touches. You need this guy to kick a goal, but we also need the total points to be under 125. It just gets messy, and it's difficult to watch. It can be draining to watch if you get too involved with all these different factors. So I just feel the disposals market always keeps you in the game. Now, previously, what we do, let me have a look. Just got the laptop out. I'll put a few screenshots in at the end of the video. And you don't have to bet. You can just come along for the ride if you want. And don't bet too much, I'm not much of a gambler. I have a bit of a crack on the horses on a Saturday every now and then if I'm not down the coast or watching the footy. And the same game multi's just been something fun that me and what I've been doing after the gym, game's on, let's have a bit of fun with it. If you start to get angry about it, or you're really pissed off with stuff, or you're chasing your losses, then call it quits. I want to make that pretty clear. Last night was no good. Dusty Martin copping the tag hurt us, so we didn't have any luck last night. I'll put some screenshots in it. What have we got? Friday night was the good one. So yeah, I had Parrish got 15, Merritt got 20, Devon Smith got like 7 in the last to get his 15. Bailey Smith got 15. McGrath got 15. And McRae got 15. I try to keep it conservative because I'd rather win $18 sometimes it's just about the winning feeling, you know. And then this one was home pretty early. McGrath got 20, McRae got 20, Bonk got 15, Caleb Daniel got 15, and Merrick got 15. So, you know, that won me $36 and $42. But last night I lost 20. So, you know, that's how it goes. It was nice to get a win up on Friday night because sort of playing with house money. If I was advising it, I'd just do it like once a week or something. You know, if you got the mates around, as many mates as we can at the moment, do it that way. Certainly don't be sitting at home and trying to just find a winner because you just want to get the money. You know, try and have a bit of fun with it. Collingwood and Geelong. Stephen got 15, Adams got 15, Dangerfield got 15, Treloar got 20. Joel Selwood got injured, killed me. I missed out on that one by one, got the bonus bet. I had O'Meara missed out by a touch, so I got 3 out of 4 there. Yeah, another one I got. So look, what I'm basically seeing is it's pretty easy to get 5 out of 6, 4 out of 5, and you will often get 5 out of 5. If you play a conservative, you're not going to play or win too much money. It's just a nice, have a little interest thing, and hopefully you can come along for the ride. I can't stress enough that if you're not a gambler, don't get into it. I just like having something like that to keep me interested, keep you going, you know, a bit of banter between your friends, and bet within your means. You know, I'll put $20 down. That's pretty easy for me to do. Some people might not want to bet that much. You might just want to put $5 down, come along for the ride, and get that winning feeling. It doesn't really matter how much you win, but I'd like to think that, you know, it can create a little bit of banter between me and you, the subscriber and the channel, and it'll be good to also get Watto involved because I've wanted to get him involved in the channel for a little bit. But anyway, to the main point, Hawthorn and Melbourne tonight. And look, by the time I post this video, the game will be on in less than an hour, but I just wanted to put this out there, see if there was much interest, and, you know, understandably, you might not think Shorty's got any idea. You might just want to see if I get one of these up this afternoon, if you want to trust me. I mean, I'm a bloke who traded out Tim English after 2 weeks. He scored 200. I'm a bloke who recommended you Christian Salem. So you don't have to trust me. I've had some howlers over my time. But if you want to get involved, this is what Shorty is doing this afternoon. Okay, where are we? Let's see if I can find it. Pending. Oh, yeah. Hawthorn, Melbourne. So, yeah, as I said, I do a shorter odds, bit of a bigger stake. But when Watson's on, he'll give you the odds. If you're thinking, Shorty, this is too conservative, I want a $9 to $12 odds and I want to put just $5 on it and I want to ride that big boy home, you'll get that with Watson. He'll get your odds up. Conservative Shorty and Watson kicking down the corridor. He'll feature soon. But today, my first one, I've got Tom Mitchell to get 20, Christian Petrarca to get 20, James Harmes to get 15, James Warple to get 15, and just beef it up with Clayton Oliver to get 15. Oh, Jesus. To get 15. I shouldn't have had that Indian last night. It's getting to me. And look, that came to, that'll get you a cheeky $3.10, and I'll play it to $3.30. So that's not too bad. And then another one, a bit of a shorter odds. Again, we're banking on Clayton Oliver. I think he'll rack him up 20 touches. He'll get plenty of the ball. O'Meara, real consistent for 15. Jack Viney, he's got it every game, 15 touches. Christian Petrarca, I think he's in fantastic form. I had him in the 20 for the other one. I think 15, just, you're not getting much for it, but it just boosts you up 20 or 30 cents. Just give you a little juicy extra bit. And James Sicily to get 15 is probably the beefiest of those odds, even though he's been playing pretty good, and I think he's got it 3 out of 5 times or 4 out of 6 times, whatever it is. And that got me to I think about 260 or 270, and I power played to like 280. So basically, if both get up, then we're winning over $60. But all I want is one, and I think if one gets up, then I think we'll be up anywhere from like $8 to $13. You could do the maths. As long as one gets up, we're going all right. You're not going to retire on it, but it's a bit of fun. You share that winning feeling. Can keep you interested in the whole game. You know, they're not two fantastic clubs going head-to-head. I don't barrack for either of them, and I think I've got minimal Supercoach players going in there, but it'll keep me interested. I'll go finish off my Indian from last night, probably jump in the bath, I think. I'm not lighting candles, just a salt bath. I was down at the waterfront running upstairs this morning with my mate, and my legs are absolutely killing me. So I think that's about my plan, with about an hour or so to the game. But, you know, I'll put some screenshots in, so hang around. Probably over the next minute I'll filter through some screenshots to give you an idea of the bets I've put down previously. There'll be quite a few losers in there, but they were close. I'm honing my system, and a couple that have won. And hey, hopefully in about 3 hours' time, hopefully I'm giving you at least one winner. So you don't have to put any money on it, but just follow it. See how Shorty goes. And for God's sake, if we could not have an injury early. I had Zeeble go down last night. I had Mitch Duncan go down the other night. I had Joel Selwood go down the other night. For Christ's sake, could we just have no injuries? Even Jai Simpkin, he fell one off the 15 touches, and he was out on the bench for a while because he was having a bit of a complaint. So no injuries would be great. Main thing we need is Oliver, Petrarca, Mitchell to really fire. And I nearly put Angus Brayshaw in there at $1.72 if you want to get beefy. But anyway, I'll be back soon. I'll have Watson to accompany me pretty shortly to give you some juicier odds. But that's what Shorty's giving you today. Wish me luck. Cheers.